Hey class, session 4 of week 6. So we're closing out week 6. We have 2 weeks left. Amazing, it's gone by so fast. So we have some second level exercises to conquer today. I hope you're feeling good. And of course, being very mindful of how your body feels, and just take it easy if you're a little bit fatigued or sore today. Otherwise, let's get going, okay? Good energy and positive mindset. Let's start with our chest expansion. Split arms. And down for cat and cow. Dynamic. And seated position. Let's go ahead and do our bent leg hip circle seated today. So arms are just out to our sides, one leg up. Make sure your back is nice and flat and circling. And reverse. And switch legs. And reverse. Good. All right, let's come on down for our 100. Go ahead and bring your knees with you. Legs all the way up. Let's go ahead and lower those legs and go ahead and begin. When you're done, feet down, head down, and rest. Okay. Last time we did our repeat workout. Today we're just doing our traditional workout. We'll go one time through everything, one exercise at a time. I will pause and slow it down, obviously, at any of the second level exercises or even new exercises. And then our second time through, we're going to link some exercises together. We may even go triple today, just to see how we're feeling, challenge ourselves at the end of the week, right? And we have some recovery time after. So let's go ahead and begin. We have our single leg. We've done this before. We're reaching out with the opposite arm. So go ahead and bring your knees in. I'm going to demonstrate. Head and shoulders up, chin to chest. I'm going to pull my right knee in. Extend my left leg out, extend my left arm out. Pull my left leg in, extend my right leg out, extend my right arm out. So it's just reaching out to the side. Go ahead and begin. Single leg, still pulling on the knee for the stretch, still scooping, chin to chest. We're just reaching out. Breathing. And rest. Good. Double leg, a little bit different. With the theme of the arm reaching out, we're going to do the same thing with a double leg. So hands will be over the top and we're just going to reach out with our arms out to our sides, okay? Nothing too extremely different from the original. So knees are in, head and shoulders are up. You can watch me to start. I'm going to extend my legs and reach out with my arms. Pull my legs in, hands over the knees. Here we go. Out and in. One more. And rest. All right, so we are going to try third level crisscross. I know third level sounds so imposing, right? So it's not going to be too tough. We have practiced with our hands over our ears, so our elbows are facing forward. So we've brought our hands from behind the neck. So we're already there. All we're doing from this position is stacking our arms, okay? So there's no doom to this. It's just more challenge because our arms are out in front. We're already used to them being out in front, okay? If for some reason this is too challenging, which I don't think it will be, I want you just to bring your hands back to your ears, okay? So let's try this together. Knees are in, head and shoulders up. I'm going to bring my arm out in front with bent elbow, bring my other arm out, stack my arms, see this? And I'm just rotating my elbow towards my knee as usual and dipping that opposite elbow down. And then rotating to the other side. Breathing. Everything's the same, just a different arm position. Not too bad, right? Last one, and rest. Not imposing at all. Okay, so we are going to go into our single straight, and the single straight is carrying the theme of the arm reach out here and pulling on the straight leg, okay? Legs all the way up. Come on up. We're going to pull on this right leg. As we drop the left leg, we reach out with the left arm. Switch and drop. Still scooping, engaging those abdominals, pressing down into the mat. Breathing. And rest. I like adding the arm reach to the exercises so that our upper body gets warmed up as well before we go into our, our prone positions, or positions of strength, right? Table positions, that type of thing. So we're already getting this chest and shoulder region nice and warm rather than being just very static. Okay, so we have our double straight at this point where we're going to turn this into leg pulls. So we've done these before. Both legs are up, head and shoulders up, hands are behind the neck, finally. And from here, I'm going to bend my knees, extend my legs out, and pull my legs up in straight, extended position, okay? Bend, extend, lift. Exhale here. Really windy today. One more. Feet down, head down. All right, arms on your sides here. We're gonna practice our bridge. So no shoulder bridge, just bridge, which means just our hips are moving. And we're gonna add a leg kick or a leg lift from this leg extension. So this is a third level bridge exercise, but I'm gonna call it second level because we're not in shoulder bridge, we're in bridge, okay? So we're gonna lift our hips up, and typically what happens is our arms are already back, right? And then we go into leg extension. But from here, I want you to just get used to lifting this leg up to a vertical, a tall position, keeping the hips nice and high, and then pulling down and bending the knee, okay? So remember, we want to lock this position in here. So the glutes are engaged, the abdominals are engaged, the quads are engaged. Everything is nice and strong. Arms are holding us here for leverage. I'm going to extend the other leg out, and then from here, lift up, pull down, bend, and we're going to bring our hips down from here, okay? So leg kicks or leg lifts. Here we go. Bridge up, extension, lift, down, switch legs, extension, lift, down, switch leg, or come on down, bring the hips down, and then we'll go one more time. Lift up, bridge, extension, lift, down, and switch, extension, lift, down, hips down. Good job. All right, go ahead and extend your legs all the way down. So at this point, we're gonna go into our roll up, but this is a different roll up. It's pretty much the same, most of the movement, except that we're gonna finish in a seated tall position. And then we're gonna go into a front stretch, okay? So we're kind of breaking it up. It's just a postural position at the top, rather than going into that rounded or scooped position over the legs. We're going to come up to a seated tall and reach up tall with a flat back, okay? So watch me. If you're able to roll up or even assist roll up, you should be able to do this. If you're still in roll up hold, you're just rolling up holding, or maybe even trying to assist yourself, okay? Arms outstretched behind your head. We're going to sweep our arms as usual, hips and glutes pressed down. When we get to this point here, we're going to reach up with the arms and see how I pushed my lower back and my rib cage forward for posture. So I'm nice and tall here. Then I'm going front stretch over the top of the legs. And then we let the back go, collapse, and roll down. So it's just a roll up tall. Here we go. Up. Reach up, sit up tall. Abdomen pushed forward, over the top, and down. Up. Over, down, and we're going to go one more time and finish at the top. We'll go front stretch from here, and finish here. Good. All right, so hopefully that wasn't too challenging. I feel like it's really essentially the same exercise. We're just changing posture. We're going to go ahead and go into a C-spine position, and we've practiced C-spine before. We just make sure that our back is nice and collapsed and rounded. Our spine is rounded, right? From here, I'm going to bring my legs in and my arms up. So from here, I'm scooping and rounding, right? Keeping my legs bent. I'm going to lift my arms up. Now, from here, I'm pulling my arms down as I'm lifting one knee. Okay? Reaching up, lowering that leg, other leg. Pulling down, lifting in, or pulling that knee in, lifting that leg up. Still in C-spine, right? We're rounded, pulling those abdominals in. Breathing, alternating, lifting slowly. You should start to feel this in that lumbar area. That's normal. One more. Good. All right, let's go ahead and come into V position for saw exercise. And we'll get a little bit of a stretch here. So arms out to our sides. We're twisting. We're leaning towards that thigh, lifting up. Slowly twisting to the other side. Leaning. One more each side. Good. Back to center. Go ahead and bring your hands down, your legs together. We're going to lean back on our elbows. And from here, I'm going to bring one leg up. Remember, rib cage is up tall. And from here on this bent leg, I'm going to keep my toes down, but my heel up off the mat. And from here, I'm going to bend this leg, extend this leg out, and pull it up. Bend, extend, pull. So kind of simulating the same as leg pulls that we did earlier, but just with single leg. So we're on our toes, our heels up, right? So our calf is engaged. One more. Calf muscles. Good. All right, switch legs, other leg up. Heel is up, bend, extend, pull. Breathe. One more. Good. All right, come forward. Split your legs again, and we have spine stretch. Nice big stretch over the top. Lead with your chest and your rib cage, your diaphragm area. Good. All right, we are going to turn over. Today, we have quite a few exercises on our tummy and our hands and our knees. So a lot more strength oriented on this side, okay? So go ahead and turn over onto your tummies. Pull straps, we've done pull straps before. Remember pull straps, arms started at our sides, resting on our chin. Legs stay down when we sweep and lift the trunk, all right? Here we go. Sweep. Squeeze those shoulder blades, create resistance with the arms, press the hips down, engage the glutes, exhale as you lift. One more. Bring your arms in front. Grasshopper. We're resting our head down. We're bending our knees. We're flexing our feet. Lifting our thighs up. Tapping those heels together. Breathe. Do not hold your breath. And rest. We'll do 2 sets of grasshopper. Ready? Bend, flex, lift, and tap. Good. And rest. Let's go ahead and go into low back stretch. Hands outside your chest. Push up and back. And we'll come to table position. So table today, we're doing what are called rainbows. I don't know if we've done these before. I kind of feel like we have, but maybe a long time ago. All right, rainbows, that's just the shape that the leg is making with the movement. So table position, I'm going to straighten one leg. Now from here, pulling my abdominals up and in, holding them here, I'm going to lift my back leg and I'm going to make rainbows. So I'm going to bring the leg out, side my body here, lift up and over across my midline or across my back bent leg. See that? So keeping my leg straight, I lift and arc over to the outside, lift, arc over to the inside. Nice and controlled and slow. Let's go one more. Good. And switch legs. Extend, lift, start outside, lift and arc, over, across, and back. One more. Good. All right, kneeling tall. We are going to start with our arms out at our sides. And as I lean back, my arms will pull inward or in front. So I'm starting nice and tall, glutes are engaged. I lean back, and I pull my arms forward. Lean forward, pull my arms back to my sides. Here we go. Keep going. One more. Good. All right, we have push-up, leg pull down, either modified or your traditional. It's up to you. When you're done, bring your knees down. And kneeling tall position again. Okay, so we've never done these before, and we're just going to kind of work on the arms at this point, kind of just moving them fluidly off of this push-up leg pull down. So I'm going to bring my arms out in front, and I'm going to bring them down and around like a little sweep, and then down and around to the other side. I'm staying tall with my hips. I'm just sweeping. So we're making figure eights with the arms. See that? Just loosening up, working out the tension. Good. Last one. And low back stretch. Now bring your arms back, and we're stretching out that low back. All right. So we are going to finish with 2 second level exercises, okay? So last time we did some kneeling side leg work. We're going to do that again. And we're just going into that kneeling side leg lift, okay? So remember, we're going to get into this position. So we're just pulling our hips back as we bring our hands forward. I'm going to walk my hands over to my side as I extend one leg out. I'm going to bring my hand to my hip. And this time, I'm just going to lift my leg and lower. So last time we lifted and we bent, right? Bent that leg and pulled it in. We're just focusing on that outer leg lift. So really focusing on the hip. Strong posture here. Abdominals are engaged. Breathing. One more. Good. Now from here, I want you to bring your hand down, and I want you to bring your hip down. So keep this top leg straight. So now we're just resting here on our hip, right? The lower leg is bent, and I'm still holding my hand out here. I'm going to bring this hand from the front to my leg. And now, instead of doing this from our elbow, we're going to do this from our hand. It's our side sweep that we've done in the past. Watch me. I'm going to push on this hand and pull up onto my knee and pull back down, okay? So before we would just lift up, this is more of a pull and a lift, and we're really pushing forward onto this knee, okay? Because we're here on our hip. So arm is here. Position your hand where you feel comfortable, and you're going to pull and push up, sweep over, come down. So you should feel the weight on your arm when you come down slowly. So this is not only a trunk exercise, but it's also an arm exercise. So we're strength here. Hopefully you can do this. One more time. So of course the modified could be on the elbow, right? Good. All right, we are going to turn over. Now from here, my leg is extended. We're gonna start from this arm sweep side, okay? So here we go. We're lifting up, sweeping over, come down, up, over, and down, up, over, and down. One more. We're going to finish at the top, up and over. Okay, from here, I'm going to bring my hand down, and I'm going to pull my knee back so that I'm in alignment with my other leg and bring my hand to my hip. So we have our leg lifts. Here we go. Up and down, up and down. You're probably breathing a little bit faster, right? Because we have some major muscles working, which requires pumping through the body for these muscles to be oxygenated and working, right? So our heart rate goes up and our breathing increases. Okay, bring our hand down. Now pull your knee in. Come over to the front and low back stretch right here. All right, let's go to our backs again, starting from the beginning. So a little different this time, right? So a lot more of the exercises on the tail end of the routine. Let's go ahead and knee hug here before we go back down. So, you know, do the best you can. Obviously, you went through it the first time with me, but if you need to modify anything like that last exercise, those reach overs, you can do this for that from your elbow, and you can do that with your legs, both legs bent, right? So you know how you can modify. We've done all of these exercises before. The leg lifts, you know, if that's something that's just not working for you, you remember you can go all the way down to your mat on your side and just do your traditional leg lifts with your body connected to the mat. You don't have to do the kneeling moves, but this is second level and we wanted to see if we can challenge ourselves. Okay, we're gonna come on down and we're gonna go right into our single leg with our arm reach, and then we're gonna go right into double leg, and I'm gonna try going right into crisscross, so 3 in a row, okay? See if you can stay with me, come on down. You should be able to do this. Here we go, single leg, reach up. Double leg, arm reach out. And crisscross with stacked arms. Nice and slow and controlled, chin to chest. Scooping. Good. All right, and rest. Good, so that was 5 repetitions of each exercise for the first 3. Not too bad, okay? I didn't want to go overextend myself this first time for you guys, 3 in a row. We have our single straight with our arm reach, then we have our leg pulls, and then our bridge with leg lifts, okay? So let's go ahead and bring both legs up, head and shoulders up, single straight, arm reach up. Both legs up, hands behind your neck, bend your knees, extend your legs, and pull up. We have 5 of these. Good. Feet down. Head and arms down, bridge, extension, lift, and down switch. extension, lift, and down, hips down. Again, up, extend, lift, and lower, switch. Extend, lift, and lower, hips down. Nice. Legs extended, roll up tall if you can, arms behind you, and up. Over the top. And down. Up. Tall. And over. And down. And up. Over and down. This will be our last one. You'll just finish at the top after your front stretch. Good. All right, go ahead and bend your knees. And we have that C-spine exercise. So remember that we are lifting our knee, one leg up, knee up, when we're pulling our arms down, okay? So C-spine position first, and then we have our arms all the way up, and we're just gonna lift one leg up. So we pull down, breathing. Let's go one more on each leg. Good. All right, saw exercise. Split your legs, arms outstretched, twist, and lower. See if you can go a little deeper into that lean. So more of a stretch there, if you can. Back to center. Go ahead and bring your hands down. Bring your legs together. We're gonna lean back on our elbows. And this is where we go one leg tall, one leg bent. On the toes, heel up. Abdomen lifted. Here we go, bend, extend, pull. So the heel is up off of the mat. One more. And switch legs. Heel up, bend, extend, and lift, pull up. Make sure your abdomen is lifted up as well. One more. Come forward. We have a V position for spine stretch. Let's see if we can go a little deeper into this stretch as well. Remember, we're leading with our rib cage or chest. Exhale as you pitch forward. Really stretch forward. Big exhale. And let's go one more. Good. All right, we are going to turn over. So this is where we really need to focus on our strength here, okay? And so if you need to modify at this point, it's fine. Take it carefully and slowly, right? Be very thoughtful about what you're doing, mindful about what you're doing. Go ahead and turn over onto your tummies. So just what I'm saying is that just kind of evaluate how you're feeling at this point in the session, okay? Pull straps, arms out at our sides, resting on our chin. Remember, legs stay down in this move. We're sweeping and lifting. Exhale. And down. Inhale at the bottom. Remember to squeeze those shoulder blades at the top and press those hips down as you lift. Let's go one more. Good. Bring your arms around, folding in front. We have our grasshopper, so our head stays down, of course. We're going to go ahead and bend our legs, flex our feet, lift the knees, and tap those heels. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. Tighten those glutes, hamstrings, press the hips down. And rest. We'll do 2 sets of these. Go ahead and bend, flex, lift, and tap. Breathe. And down. Low back stretch. So we have our table leg rainbows at this point. So go ahead and find your position, choose your leg, extend it out. We're going to lift that leg up and we're going to rainbow. So we're arcing out and in. Breathing continuously. Abdominals should be pulled up and in. That helps stabilize your back. Keep them there. Let's go one more. Out and in. Good. Come back to neutral. Let's go ahead and extend the other leg out or back. Lift it up. And here we go. Arc out and in. We'll finish one more here, out and in. Good. All right, knee in, back to neutral. Go ahead and kneel tall. So we have our lean backs, starting with our arms at our sides. Remember, we pull the arms forward as we lean back. Tighten those glutes, pull those abdominals in, lean back. Big breathing. I love this exercise. feel so strong when I do this. Good. All right, push-up leg pull down, modified or traditional, it's up to you. I'm going to do modified this time. One more. Good. Kneeling tall again. This is where we go into those arm figure eights. All right, kneeling tall, arms outstretched to the side, to the side. Just working the muscles into more of a relaxed state before we tax them even further. Good. All right, low back stretch, arms back. Rest on your head. All right, and we are finally to those side kneeling position exercises. So the last two exercises, right? So from here, we're going to go ahead and get into position. Now, if you can remember which side you went to first when you walked your hands out, let's go the opposite way, okay? So I walked to my right, so I'm going to walk to my left and start. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put my hand on my hip, and I'm just lifting my leg. And the reason I started on the other side is because I'll finish differently, right? Last one. Okay, so hand down. So now we're going to come down onto our hip. Hand is here on our thigh here. I can kind of reposition my hand however I feel like here. And at this point, if you need to modify this and go down on your elbow, you can. So we're coming up and over and down. Up, push the hips forward and down. Up, over and down. Up, over and down. All right, we are going to switch over to the other side. Bend this knee, hand, extended leg, up, over, and down, up, over, down, up, over, down. And we're going to finish at the top here. Up, over, and down. Good. Okay, pull that knee back, hand on hip, and lift. So a lot of upper body work, right? A lot of arm work, strength here. One more. Good. All right, hand down, knee in. Let's go low back stretch one more time. Just bring your arms in. All right, we are going to finish with our accordions and our arm exercises, and then we'll go down to our backs for a really nice stretch, 3-point stretch. So come over to a seated position. Since it's the end of the week, we'll take our time. All right. So seated accordions. So this is where we really focus on relaxing. And stretching. Try to bring those muscles back to a relaxed state. Being mindful of our breathing. Good. All right, straighten those legs. We're circling forward and circling back. So sit up tall, arms outstretched, and we're going to circle forward and back. Forward and back. One more. Circle forward and back. Bend your elbows 90 degrees, drop them at your sides. Keep your hands and fists here, and we're resisting as we pull up. Okay? Up. Keep your arms in 90 degrees. Sitting up tall. One more. All right, knee hug. Go ahead and come on down to your back. Bring your knees with you. All right, this is all about relax and stretch. Let's drop one leg down. Keep this bent leg in line. And we're gonna pull, keep our hips down. Pull this knee in just for a nice big stretch here, in line with the hip. So while you're breathing in these stretches, these positions, I want you to focus on every time you exhale, sinking deeper into that stretch, letting it go, right? Okay, so we're gonna pull. So this is the first point. The second point is we're pulling out away from the body, keeping the leg bent, and opposite arm is reaching out. Keeping the rear on the mat. We're just gently pulling the knee out where we feel comfortable and just sinking deeper into that stretch if we can, not too much. We don't want to overextend ourselves. Just where we feel that hip opening and relaxing. Bring it back to center. I'm going to bring this extended arm over the top for third position. We're going to reach out with the opposite arm, and I'm going to pull diagonal across the midline. Again, breathing and sinking deeper into that stretch of that outer hip. So that just means letting it go, any of the tension or the tightness, right? Letting it go. Connecting with those muscles, feeling what it feels like to let it go. All right, back to center. We're going to go ahead and extend this leg down at the same time we pull the other knee in line. First position, pulling in and breathing. Letting it go. All right, let's go out. Second position, just pull it out away from the body, reach out with the opposite arm. So this is a really important part of our session. So we've done great work throughout this hour. strength, stretch, activating, contracting. Bring it back to center. We're going to pull diagonal across. And so all these muscles have been really working for us. And now we're thanking them, appreciating them, and letting them relax and go back to a natural state. All right, one last position. Extend this leg all the way down. So in yoga, they call this corpse pose. I think that's, I don't know, kind of morbid. So I like to call this relaxation position. So our arms and our legs are extended out, palms facing up. And I want you to connect those shoulders, the back of those shoulders, with the mat. And so we're really sinking our shoulders, our upper body deep into the mat. I want you to sink those heels down into the mat. So we're not pressing, we're just sinking, connecting. I want you to breathe big. So deep inhale. Feel your chest rise. And really big, long exhale. Blow it out, big, long. Connect your rib cage on the back side to the mat as you exhale out. Deep inhale. Sink your shoulders in. Exhale. Sink your rib cage in. One more breath. All right, let's go ahead and bend our knees. Knees to the side and arms and pushing up. And hopefully you feel nice and relaxed and good. All right, you guys, that's it for the week. So make sure that you connect on the weekly connection. Send me a brief response, and then we have 2 weeks left. So I will see you next week. Good job.